This is video 2 for section 1.6 for Math0302 beginning algebra. We're going to look at practice 2 here. It says subtract 5 from negative 2. Okay, this means something like this. Subtract this from that. Now, obviously subtraction means that there's something being subtracted. Something and something minus something. Now, the this is going to go over here. And the that is going to go over here. So in word form it says subtract this from that. The problem is that most people forget that you need to switch this around. Think of it this way. If you say subtract 4 from 7, you get 3, right? How do you get 3? 7 minus 4. So the order in which they appear here is actually switched from what you want to write down. So this says subtract 5 from negative 2. That means that the negative 2 is written first, and then subtract off the 5. Now, negative 2 minus 5, they're the same sign, so we actually technically need to add these. So what's 2 plus 5? 7. And then use the signs that you see. So that's going to give you negative 7. The next thing we look at is subtract negative 9 from 10. Again, switch the order in which they appear. So we're going to have 10 minus negative 9. Now, we could do 10 plus a positive 9 because of this right here, or you could just realize anytime you see two negatives being multiplied like that, that gives you a positive. So that's going to be 10 plus 9, which is 19. Okay. So there you go. That's how you do subtract this from that. Now we're just going to evaluate some expressions. Look at A here. Negative 15 minus 2 minus negative 4 plus 7. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to get rid of any operations here that effectively are multiplication. So this minus a negative just means addition. So this is actually negative 15 minus 2 plus 4 plus 7. And we can just work left to right if we want. Negative 15 minus 2, same signs, add. So 15 plus 2 is 17, and keep the sign. So it's negative 17 plus 4 plus 7. The next thing is negative 17 plus 4. They're opposite signs, so they subtract from each other. So 17 minus 4 is 13. Use the sign of the larger 2, that's over here. So that's negative 13 plus 7. Then we just do negative 13 plus 7. Opposite signs subtract, so 13 minus 7 is 6, and use the sign of the larger numbers, which is the negative 13, so that's a negative 6. B. Plus a negative, if you want to think of it like that, that's fine. But I'll just like to do this. 3.5 minus 4.1, and then two negatives here make a positive 6.7. So 3.5 minus 4.1. Well, because it's subtraction here, because they're opposite signs, we need to do the largest minus smallest in absolute value. So I need to borrow 1 from the 4 here, making that a 3, carry it down here, so that's 11 minus 5 is 6, 3 minus 3 is 0. So it's going to be 0.6, and then look at the signs here. The 4.1 is larger than 3.5, therefore I use the sign of the 4.1, which was negative 0.6. And then add on 6.7. Again, opposite signs, so we subtract. So it's the largest minus the smallest. And that's going to give me 6.1. Now I use the sign of the sign of the largest of the two, and that's the 6.71, so that's positive, so that gives me a positive 6.1. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here, give you some time. Go ahead and work on letters C, D, and E, and in the next video I'm going to show you how to do them.